I'm in the Peak District at the beautiful Chatsworth Estate, where they're holding their first ever annual flower show. Welcome to Songs of Praise. On today's show, I'm joining a flower arranging class with a Church of England expert.
Facing this way a little bit, remember the congregation are that way.
Oh yes, of course they are. Pam Rhodes and historian Kate Williams discover a 500-year-old message from a secret royal visitor to Derbyshire. And former JLS pop star JB Gill tells me about his Christian faith and sings one of his favourite songs of praise. Chatsworth is one of Britain's best-loved stately homes. This is the very first time they've hosted a flower show. And the displays are breathtaking. Much of this week's music comes from the village of Tideswell near the Chatsworth Estate here in Derbyshire. St John's Church is known as the Cathedral of the Peak. And what better way to start than with this hymn which truly celebrates God's creation. There are thousands of arrangements here at the Chatsworth Flower Show. Every week, churches across the UK are decorated with flowers by an army of volunteers. Ada Forthrop is chair of the Church of England Flower Arrangers Association. Now, you know, I thought I'd done everything in the 17 years I've been presenting Songs of Praise, but this is a first, flower arranging. Ada here is putting us all through our paces. We've got Faith and Louis here as well. I've never done this before, so be gentle with me. Where do we start? Here, obviously.
Well, yes, we're going to start. We're trying to make a pedestal which is like a head and arms, like that.
Okay, right.
Like Christ holding out his arms to you. So
right.
Start with something tall at the back, like this.
Right. And two arms.
And then 2 arms, tilting down.
Tilting down, okay. Do you think that your flower arranging talent comes from God?
Well, I think everything comes from God, doesn't it?
Good answer. So when Ada goes on a holiday for a couple of weeks, do you think Aled could take over flower arranging in your local church?
We'd be pleased to have you.
Oh,
yes.
yay! That was the right answer.
Now then, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'll do the first one over here.
Facing this way a little bit.
Facing
Remember
that way?
the congregation are that way.
Oh yes, of course they are. So how are we all doing, Ada? How are the girls doing? You're doing well. Looking lovely.
Yes, they're coming lovely. Just flick it out with your fingers and they open up a little bit.
Are these just flowers to you? Do they mean something more?
I think when flowers open, that's a really beautiful thing, isn't it?
It is.
And you just think, wow, you know, isn't God wonderful?
Yeah.
I just love playing with flowers, you know. I love growing them, and I like the result afterwards.
Yeah. We're getting there. I think it's looking lovely. How much more are we putting in?
Well, these are called alstroemeria, and this is what you'd call a filler flower.
Okay. Would you like to carry on doing this, do you reckon?
I think so, yeah, I'm quite enjoying it.
It's quite therapeutic, it's quite...
It really is.
Anyway, you carry on,
Thanks.
because yours isn't as good as ours here. I can't believe I've been with you all this time and I haven't asked you, what's your favourite flower?
I think I would say a daisy.
Why?
It's just like a happy, smiling face, isn't it? Look at that. It's
It
just
is,
like
isn't it? It lifts the soul.
Yes, yes.
Well, Ada, it's not a bad effort for first time, is it?
It's not a bad effort at all.
I've got to say, the girls have outshone me, though.
They've done
brilliantly, haven't
really
they?
well.
I suppose the million-dollar question is, guys, what do you think of our creations? Any good? Thank you.
Thank you.
You're lovely.